But before we start, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an upload from us. Also, leave a like right now.
One strange haul. When you see what they caught, you'll swear it was a sci-fi movie. The monster has been dubbed Crocodolphin, and you'll soon understand why. In reality, it was something even more shocking. Fishermen in Zhoushan, China have been working the area's rivers for thousands of years. In fact, the city has grown up around the fishing industry. What began as nothing more than a small village is now a thriving port. While the city itself is modern, its proximity to the Hangzhou Bay has long made fishing a popular, albeit somewhat old-fashioned, form of employment and recreation for many of its citizens. These crowded waters make that clear. Even in a climate where overfishing has become a serious concern, the bay has proven to be a great place to make a living on the water. It provides a bounty of different kinds of delicacies from its salty waters. Normally, the people who scour the waters of the bay are used to catching otherwise unremarkable fish. After all, they do it every day, and once you've seen one fish, you've seen them all. Still, that doesn't mean there aren't any surprises lurking in the bay's depths. Recently, what should have been an average day for a couple of Zhoushan fishermen turned into anything but. When these two men set out, they thought they'd be returning home with nothing more than a tasty meal. While all sorts of different fish make the bay their home, few of them that turn up in fishermen's nets are ever a surprise. However, there are still creatures lurking at the depths who've never been identified before. One of the fishermen suddenly spotted something odd in the water. At first glance, he was sure it was a crocodile. These giant predators weren't all that common, but once in a while it was possible to come across one. Both of the fishermen panicked. Then they took a closer look at the strange creature in the waters below. They realized that it wasn't a crocodile at all. In fact, it kind of looked like a dolphin. Just what was this mysterious animal making waves by their boat? Luckily, one of the fishermen had a cell phone. He immediately began to record video of the strange creature and shared it online, where it quickly went viral. Stunned users even gave the animal in the blurry footage a nickname, Crocodolphin. Had the fishermen really discovered an entirely new type of aquatic nightmare? It wasn't totally out of the realm of possibility. After all, people make discoveries about previously unidentified forms of life all the time. While it wasn't unlikely that this was a new species, it turned out to be a creature that was already known to science. The so-called crocodolphin was actually a very rarely spotted beaked whale. While it might sound odd, this whale had no relation to the dolphin or the crocodile, no matter how much it looked like those animals. However, it was easy to see how the two fishermen might have gotten a little confused. The beaked whale is a mammal that has a rather distinct appearance. While its body might resemble that of a dolphin, once you examine its face up close, you realize there's nothing else in the world like it. These whales are pretty special, and the fact that they're so rarely spotted is part of their tremendous allure. They're characterized by their exceptionally long beaks, which give them their name. They need their beaks for their exceptionally deep dives to the ocean floor in order to snap up their favorite marine snacks and other tasty sea morsels. They rely on their unique beaks to ensure their survival. Not much is known about these creatures because they usually spend so much time in the deepest waters possible. This typically makes them extremely difficult to study. It's even more difficult to capture them on film. Because they're so often at the bottom of the ocean and they seldom surface, scientists have not had the luxury of getting as much exposure with the creatures as they'd like. Of course, that doesn't mean they plan to stop trying. It's no wonder that the first fisherman thought he'd run into some sort of sea monster. With a face like that, it's easy to see why someone would confuse it with some newly discovered beast. Indeed, beaked whales look like something out of a Tim Burton movie. Of course, their weird appearance is part of what makes them so fascinating. This video the Chinese fisherman captured was truly stunning. Just take a look at the footage of this exceptionally rare beaked whale. You can see exactly why the fishermen were terrified at first. Would you have confused it for a crocodile or a dolphin if you'd seen it in person? Who knew that the ocean still had so many amazing secrets just waiting to be discovered? How cool is it that these fishermen caught such a rare creature on film?